No pressure.
That looks super easy. Yeah!
Get up here, Pat.
Come on, you feeling? Man.
But because of that fungus, there's no tree hugging allowed on the tour.
Oh man.
It's a sad one, but you can stare at the trees lovingly, you just can't embrace them.
Okay.
Light, delicate, subtly complex, and non-bitter. And I'm going to tell you honestly, that does not mean it's everybody's favorite cup of coffee. You know, we'll have the random French tourists come by to like, no problem. No, doesn't bother us even a tiny bit because coffee's a preference. And when you work in coffee, you learn that very quickly. You're entitled to enjoy your coffee 100 to about 3,200 feet. And if your coffee grows in that little narrow band, you can sell it as one of coffee. If it doesn't, you absolutely positively cannot. Okay? Why is that? Why is that? A great question. In the French wine world, they have a Las Vegas, the ninth island.
Sioux Falls and Texas.
Sioux Falls in Texas.
Denver.
Applies across the board. Well, if you're from Sioux Falls, this might be a little bit heart-shattering, but here in the coffee belt are daytime, nighttime, winter, summer temperature shift is never more than 30 degrees.
Ooh.
So it is 80 to 85 in the daytime all year long as an average. And a couple weeks back in mid-February, we had to come into work at 62 degrees.
Oh man.
We were talking about just like taking the day off. It was really stressful. But I'm just kidding. I'm playing with you, but I'm absolutely serious about that temperature shift. Is for us when we come into 62, and you understand what I'm talking about, right? 62 is freezing for us. But as they go, yeah, shut up. That's
Right.
But anyway, that mild climate, the high rainfall, the acidic volcanic soil with its porous nature mimic coffee's native environment, which is where? It is high mountain tropical Ethiopia. So that's where all coffee descends from. And in Ethiopia, coffee is predominantly an under canopy bush. So it likes that kind of filtered sunlight environment. So in addition to the rain and the volcano and the mild temperature, I want you to notice the next few days on the island. It's a little bit early in the day now, but by late morning, early afternoon, every time you look towards the water, it's going to be blue and clear and nice. The 180 up the mountain, it's going to be kind of dark and cloudy. This is a weather pattern referred to as tropical inversion. It simply means that your sunlight hits the island simultaneously hits the surrounding ocean. Because you're on a big lava rock, the air mass above the land heats up at a faster rate than the air mass over the water. So that hotter it rises, moist air follows its cool barrier. Klondike Gold Rush. We don't study that in America, but you know about it, right? Canadians, come on. Yeah. Right? So basically speaking, that 50 years saw coffee demand just go up and up and up, and the prices kept rising. And it made sense, but in the 1900s through the 1930s, it went the opposite direction. And all those big plantations that originally set up to be these major coffee, they bailed. They just got out. And so you had all these little family farms, specifically the immigrant families that had come over on sugar plantation contracts. And they start operating little tiny independent family farms, and coffee becomes the cash crop. And so that's really how you get that small fragment. Before I show you the dryer,
So large.
I just want to point out some of the fruits you might be looking at straight ahead by the housing units there are looking
Tangerines.
And can you see that one mango hanging on our side right up high on the one?
Oh yeah, it's green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
down below in the middle of that big coffee field, there's a giant avocado tree. And then come forward right off the rock wall. You see those two trees coming up there with the green fruit? That's papaya. Now, this may be useful information to some of you, but papaya is a well-known natural laxative. So if you've had too much resort food, I want you to start every morning, half a fresh papaya, a cup of coffee, and by lunchtime you should be back to business.
Nice.
Off in the distance,
Your
past the
hangovers?
papaya, that larger tree there is lychee or lychee. And then in front of that, it's hard to see, but there's a guava bush. And these trees don't affect the taste of the coffee. They're not used for, as nitrogen fixers. It's simply, you're on a farm that goes back to 1850. We like to eat fresh fruit. Everything grows well here, and anything that was good over the years, they put in the ground. And we're just a beneficiary. Anyway, I do want to mention those red drums you see behind you are the dryers. Our two biggest coffee, oily versus dry. That's predominantly a function of the roast. So the darker you roast it, the liquids inside the coffee bean will melt into actual oil and extract out over the beans. So when you make that cup, you can actually see an oil slick on the coffee. Then you get your lighter roast, you won't have that. Okay. And that also makes lighter roast easier to eat. It's a counterintuitive thing, but when you drink light roasted coffee, you get a lot of acidity on the palate, bright, citrusy. And people equate that with acidity in the belly. They're two unrelated things. One is a palate function, the other is acid reflux. And so if you're finding, I'm getting belly aches after drinking my coffee, start moving in the lighter roast direction, and that's going to ease that up. Also start reducing the size of your cup. That helps tremendously.
What about caffeine content?
So caffeine is higher in the lighter roast, lower in the darker roast, but about a factor of 7% or so, lightest to darkest. But I will add this, there's so much, like I said, counterintuitive stuff regarding that. Like, how many of you think espresso shot has a lot of caffeine?
I thought.
Yeah, most people, it's actually about 40 milligrams of caffeine in a 1.5 shot of espresso, and 110 milligrams caffeine in a regular brewed 8-ounce cup of coffee.
Wow.
Wow is right. So if you like the taste, you want to do, an Americano is a shot of espresso filled with hot water. That still keeps your low caffeine because you're not adding any more coffee to it. So there's ways to manipulate it, ways to, make it work in your favor. But if you're caffeine sensitive, keep those things in mind. Darker roasts, smaller quantities, and different brew methods. How many of you are cold brew drinkers? Yeah? That's a lot of caffeine because you're soaking those grounds in water overnight, 24 hours. She's like, that's the way I like it.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And
Really?
A lot of the recipes are for
Cold brew.
concentrates. You're supposed to actually add water to it. People don't. They start putting it on the ice and drinking it. But those cold brews, because you're not using that heat, they don't extract the oils either, so it's much more gentler on the stomach, even if you're using water. So all sorts of subtle complexities. Yeah. I just want to mention this very quickly because that building we walked around a moment ago is referred to as the wet mill. There's another building on property called the dry mill. And we don't visit it on this particular tour, but I want to very quickly give you a what they do there. Because it is vital to making a cup of coffee. So there's 5 industrial machines. And what they do is they clean, size, sort, and remove defective coffee. So I'll come around and show everybody, but this in my hand is that dried, rested coffee seed. And it's going to be hulled in a rotating cylinder.
Oh no.
It was a little.
I have another one.
12 o'clock on your right foot.
There you go. There's a good point.
Thank you. Young eyes. I wish I had them. Okay. So, if you look closely, let me get rid of the grass. So I told my mom was in high school. Okay.
Me too.
High school.
So I have a T-shirt that says the only green beans I like is coffee. Most people don't understand, but now you. Good. You want a picture? That's the question. That's. I can see she's having a great time. All right. Now, guys, it's not a universal because coffee grading is region specific. But in specialty coffee, we're going to take another step, and that's that we're going to size sort this. How many of you like cooking? Okay. Yeah, cooking.
Definitely.
So if you have I don't like it, but okay. Well, if you have a carrot and you slice it up in big and small chunks and throw it in the frying pan, what happens to the small chunks?
Cooks faster.
cook faster, right? So that's the exact same thing with coffee. If I'm cooking different sized beans together, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's how most of the world drinks coffee. But you're gonna get slightly different roast levels on those individual beans. So by size sorting, you get a more consistent roast, and we consider it a higher quality coffee. So we run this through a big boxy vibrating sieve called a classifier. It gives you 6 size categories of coffee. Anybody here in marketing?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Pretty brave of you to admit it, but I was kidding. This is where the marketing people crossed over with the manufacturing people, because the names of our 6 categories are you ready? Extra fancy, fancy, number 1, select, peaberry, and prime. I kid you not, that's how they're sold on the world market. Those are 6 sizes, top to bottom. Peaberry, as you saw a moment ago, being both the size and the shape. Okay? In addition to those 6 sizes, each category has what's known as a corresponding allowable defect. What I mean by that is a defect in coffee is anything that doesn't cook consistently with your overall cook. So if it's a broken piece, if it's a rock, if it's a stick, if it's bug damage, those are all going to cook differently. You got to get them out to keep quality roast. Does that make sense? So in extra fancy, our top grade, defect rates do not exceed 1%. It's technically 8 beans per 300 grams. In our lowest, it's actually up to 15% defect allowed to pass inspection. So the last 2 machines in the dry mill either remove defective coffee or categorize it. And when I say categorize it, we have a machine, it's the last machine in the process, called the optical sorter. This is a $140,000 supercomputer that uses an AI software program similar in nature to the FBI facial recognition software you see on TV.
Beautiful.
Okay? I kid you not. Now, these are my words, these are not the industry words, but we use, we create an in-house coffee criminal database. We do that by photographing as many manifestations of 17 recognized defects, and we create our own digital photo library. And as the coffee slides through the machine, it's photographed. Those images go against the database, and if it notices defects, they are puffed out of the machine.
Amazing.
But you can recover that underneath. And so follow me on this. When you're doing extra fancy, you check all the boxes on the computer screen, and everything that's slightly reminiscent of a defect is picked out. You recover that, add it back to the main mix, and now when you do it prime, you can uncheck 6 of those 17 boxes, and those guys are allowed to get through. You have total control on which goes through and which doesn't. Someone asked earlier, but I just wanted to reiterate this, that this farm and mill is on an 80-20 model. So 80% of everything we do here is sold wholesale. It goes on to shipping containers that we send to the port of Oakland, California, and from there by contract only, that goes to big, medium, and small roasters around the world. The 20% we don't send is roasted here on property every Tuesday and Friday. That feeds our gift shop, our website, our Amazon store, and that's it. Nice. I don't think Tim Hortons gets a lot of it from us, but come on down this way. Now these coffee trees in front of you are about 22 years old. They're about halfway through their maximum producing years. And we know that coffee trees can live for a long time, 100 plus, 200 years in some cases. But after year 50, the production of the tree declines rapidly. So it's not that they can't live that long, it's just that most of the farms are going to replace them as they get to a certain age. And this makes me very sad and cold in my soul because I'm 55 and my production is also in rapid downward decline. What we do on the farm and what I've asked my wife not to do is we replace these with younger trees. So down there in the nursery, we have 20 to 40,000 baby coffee trees standing by, and it's a cold, hard truth, but after age 45, those trees will be scheduled to be replaced over the next couple seasons.
What happens to the wood?
Now it's a great question. What happens to the wood? So that upper portion green you see is go through a wood chipper onto the compost pile. The root as well would be cut. But that middle section of the tree, the stump, if you don't live in coffee world, you probably never heard of this before, but it makes a very aromatic smoking chip. So we'll dry it on pallets, we'll chip it up, and we'll use it in our barbecues and smokers.
Nice.
But we don't sell it commercially or anything like that. But come on down.
How old do they start producing good
Coffee
beans?
trees considered mature at age 5.
Okay.
So we'll try to get it in the ground when it's 3. It'll skip its first year in the ground, but by year 5 it should be right back in the lineup.
Nice.
I'm gonna have you guys go to about midfield there. Come on through. Oh wait.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. You need a little shade?
Nah, I gotta get this ginger skin some sun.
Dude, if I give my ginger skin some sun, too much sun, I'm gonna be burning. I'm gonna be all ginger.
That's right.
Fried
Fried ginger.
Fried ginger.
Sounds tasty.
Yep. Let me tell you, it is.
Oh wow, look at all the babies. You see all the babies?
Try not to get within 3 feet, they said.
Something like that.
I thought that was just for the coffee tree.
Okay,
I
this
don't know
is
what this is. Is this a coffee? Doesn't look like it.
doesn't
I
look
need
like
3 volunteers who love something a little bit spicy.
Oh,
I like spicy.
Okay, I got you.
yeah.
Don't eat that yet, okay? We're gonna do a group TikTok challenge. So hold on to that. Oh,
Spicy.
last one? Yep. All right.
group TikTok challenge.
All right. Now, guys, what I've been.
That looks super easy. Yeah!
There's my waterfall. I can probably see my waterfall.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Is that like the dot? Is the bird included?
Yeah.
Pretty! I thought that dude put past that.
He slept there. He slept there all day long. Yeah. Where were you when the guy who was recycling? More waterfalls.
So pretty. So pretty.
Yeah, I brought my hiking shoes.
Bark, 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 bark.
Sunset 2 minutes ago.
I have one that looks like an apple quarter, but it's for a pineapple. You just shove it down.
Seems pretty proper to me.
Yeah, it takes the core out.
Is an excellent way to cap off a heavy meal. That's because fresh pineapples contain the enzyme bromelain, which is a natural digestive agent that breaks down protein.
We need to go in there and eat a
Aspiring
lot of
chefs, here's a cooking tip. Use fresh pineapple in a meat marinade to add flavor and to help tenderize the meat.
There we go. And then chicken apple peppers.
Besides
With kale.
the pineapple is also regarded as a symbol of hospitality. To this day, the pineapple is seen as a symbol of hospitality exceptions with unique microclimates that promote the exceptionally deep, complex flavors in the chocolate. Hawaii's chocolate industry is relatively new, but it's quickly establishing itself as a source for some of the best and rarest chocolates in the world. A few miles north from Dole Plantation is the Waialua Estate Cacao Farm, run by Dole Food Company. The rich volcanic soil and excellent growing conditions in this area, combined with high-quality chocolate-making practices, have allowed Waialua Estate to become the undisputed leader and producer of the best chocolate in Hawaii. If you haven't done so already, we encourage you to visit the Waialua Estate chocolate display area inside the Dole Plantation store. In addition to showcasing a delicious assortment of world-class chocolates, we also conduct a free
Shaped like a pineapple.
chocolate is produced.
Do you see it? Do you see the pineapples?
If you haven't noticed, there's a large reservoir out here. It's
You see it yet?
not a reservoir, and it was
Pineapple shape of the.
Oh, I get it.
You get it.
Get it now. I'm a little slow back here.
That's all right.
I'm glad you pointed it out.
Right?
I would have never.
There's a big flower in the middle.
Okay, let's take a short break and enjoy some music performed by local recording artist Manoa DNA. Their CD titled Pineapple Express is only available here at Dole Plantation. Here's Manoa DNA.
What?
Plants growing out of the bird crap on the metal.
Yeah, that's crazy. Moss and fungus.
Got a little booger that came out.
Yeah, it's really all over my legs too. No, I don't. You?
Oh, it's Yama's on top. Yama's got it all the way up. Keely, we have one. We'll
Okay.
share. I was trying. Yeah, we'll share.
Bella, bubbly Bella.
Don't throw that one away.
You guys like
That was Manoa DNA with their hit song, Only in Hawaii.
like how did
Well, our story of the pineapple just wouldn't be complete without mentioning the most influential person in Hawaii's pineapple industry, James Drummond Gould. James
that, it's
Gould
so
arrived in
burnt down.
Hawaii in 1899, and the following year he bought a 61-acre
Oh yeah. Ooh, Jurassic Park.
That thing is like 2 knuckles deep.
I hope that's mud.
I have a feeling you wouldn't be. I saw some really pretty flowers in the valley.
And we're in a different dimension. That's so cool.
Here's the Arizona thing.
Look at all the goats. Look at that animal back there. Right?
Hey, there's snakes. Give me your hand.
Spiders.
Yep. She's afraid of snakes. She's Bella the Billy Goat.
Bella the Billy Goat.
Climbs everything.
There's her best friends right there.
Yeah, there's goats. You see goats?
Yeah, they do. They do have a lot of grass right there. They do not have to feed them hay. That is pretty bird.
See, ideally you want to get to where probably the field is open, and then you see the mountains in the back. Running across the field, surprises them. That's always, No, I don't know.
Yeah, this was in Jurassic Park. These calls were.
But not this. This
Not this trail, but the calls were.
I think this is one of the coolest trails. Oh, that smells so good. Bella!
Wow, this
Bella!
is great.
Bella, Bella, Bella.
This is cool. Daddy, hold on, Bella. Slow down.
Oh yeah. You made it.
pretty.
Super pretty.
Oh, open soon. Okay.
Whoa.
Oh.
Finally found the world's sweetest banana. Beautiful.
That's right. No monkey business.
We're in Hawaii. Woo! This is the coolest trail. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mom would not like this. Huh. Woo. Nice. Yeah, it's a good thing they have these ropes. These are nice. Nice.
Different from the one we went to yesterday.
Yeah, it is. For sure. These are cool though. It's not that cool, man. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah. Woo! We made it. But let's get back up before it gets too wet.
Alright, Joel.
What's that? Your way.
He's thinking it's gonna get too wet. You don't want to go down? Let's just go all the way down and then come back up. You can handle it. You got your big boy shoes on.
Park, that's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. It's just too bad that we lost the sun, you know? Damn. Sure.
Nice. Woohoo! Oh, this is cool.
For you.
Wow.
That's so cool. Do you want to climb down there?
Pontoon. There it is. You know. Saw it. Huh. Got some solar panels on top of there. Looks like they've been hit. Lookout guard. Pretty cool. We're in the jungle. Jungle adventure. Excuse me. Woo woo.
Yeah, my book said to keep going.
Oh.
Almost to the limit.
Yeah, we're not going further. Unless we're changing our
No
shoes.
swimming today?
The last
Yeah, the
people were
last
in
group
there.
did a bunch of swimming.
They did. They looked like it.
Yeah, they said it was great.
Ooh.
You see that other one up there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Real quick. How's Dad doing?
Where's he at?
He's back there. He'll catch up.
You gonna park?
Yeah. Man, that's so cool. How'd Simon get up this?
Is that another way?
Not really.
Whatever you want. I'll help you.
Good, good. I'll help you across this.
Yeah, you coming?
They said it gets better up here, Pat.
I got a video of it too. Just in case.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You need better shoes. Both of you.
Oh yeah, my Nike shoes are nice right now.
Right? Woo! It is sketchy right here. Woo!
Oh,
Nice.
What is this thing doing?
Probably grabbing water, taking it to a town or something. All right, well, yeah, that's a beautiful view. Do we need to go any further? Because it gets real sketchy. Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Woo! Look at that rain. Look at that rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
No rain, no.
And then she had another summer.
Last summer that I went out there, getting places, 4 hours appointments. And then she sent me away. Yeah, you were out there in the summer doing that. She had the house with Kenny still. We were all there that summer and lived in the house. Oh, watch your head. Watch your head when you come up the stairs.
Yep, stay down when you get up here, Matt.
I saw the opportunity. Man, oh, that looks like fun.
That's scary.
Woo! Land on your feet. Ooh. I'm glad I wore my shoes on that one. I hit it. I hit it totally. Oh yeah, all filming.
Hold on. Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. They get their trees cleaned and you get coconut.
Tasty.
Let me stir it up.
Chug, 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 chug.
When my buddies used to have GoPros and we'd go do things like when we were ziplining in Colorado, whitewater rafting and stuff, and he got a shoe mount